Time to move into the second half of the season for the FIA Formula 3 Championship, and we come to the quickest circuit on the calendar. It's the Red Bull Ring, one that provides 3 DRS zones all after each other.
So in practice earlier on this morning, Solov actually fastest by 1/10.5 over Kamara, and those two I think are our picks for pole position, although you know there's a chance that someone could throw something in there. He's raced in. I mean, he did 36 races last year. He's, as you mentioned a moment ago, he's had second in USF and 2000 and USF Pro in previous seasons, race winner in GB3, and also came third in Solov at the front of the field.
Solov is going to punch the hole in the air, but that worked for Luke Browning last year. Bit of a lock-up. Here we go. We're at full speed. Qualifying is pretty much underway. Let's jump on board with Nikola Solov down to turn 4.
Downhill now we go with a very, very steeply uphill towards turn 3. That's an uphill braking zone, so very, very short. And then the extended downhill braking zone, turn number 4. Drops away still at the apex. You can see Solov fighting with the wheel for the middle of the corner. Track limits less of an issue this year for the sector so far, but Kamara fast in the first. This is going to be a banker lap from Solov, puts him fastest for now, a 1:21.5. That's a good banker lap. I expect to see times get quicker throughout the session, but a good place to start. Where can Kamara go on his first run?
Only to P6, but that is going to be beaten straight away. Stenchorn up to P5.
The middle of turn 10 as we see a slide to the number 3 of Ugochukwu in the background is shot, and so does Stromps. They go a little wide. Ugochukwu up to third.
In Chapuvazak, Brando Badaware, despite his spin earlier, P6, Prema Racing fighting for this, and that is Tuukka Tappinen. He was fastest through the first sector, but has gone off through the last sector. And exact place we saw Badaware take a spin. Let's see what he does through this final sector. He's going to have a tow from his teammate up ahead in Van Hoopen, and that has affected him quite heavily there. Van Hoopen, though, going P7.
Yeah, decent
race with Lawrence Van Hoopen alongside.
Whoa, look at this. This is very busy. A combination of drivers jostling for position, and some drivers on a fast lap who almost certainly have been impeded there. But I think Solov, I don't know, I didn't see it, Chris. He did that first bank lap. I think he went quicker on his second pause in the middle of the session before a final go on the second set of new tyres, and that's Tappinen running wide on the exit of turn number 7 through turn number 8. Turn 8 is the right-hand kink, 7 is the left-hander.
One thing we are seeing here, that's Van Hoopen running wide down the hill. Teofil Niall.
Tyres are best for one flying lap, but because it's so short, only 4.3 kilometres around this circuit, and also relatively few corners, 10 corners on the official track map, but I count 8 actual turns.
Yeah, Wirtz, the Austrian, would be on the front row for the sprint race tomorrow. We've never had an Austrian driver on the podium, so Charlie and Tappinen goes to P8. Improvements coming in. Santiago Ramos looks like he's about to improve. Giusti to P3.
Let's have a look at a bit of a replay here. That's one of the Dams cars having a slide. That's Brad. No, that's the 29, I believe. That's the Nikita Johnson. That's our new driver. Just running wide through the exit of turn number 6. That will be could be helping those drivers. I think of the exit of turn 1, turn 3. Turn 4, for example, if you can get a good run out of those, and that's you're getting on your way towards a quick lap time. But an incredible team they are. They've had a struggling start to this season, but what a turnaround this could be.
It was literally head in hands for Rene Rosen earlier when he saw Badaware go.
Roman Belinsky, so hopefully that doesn't hold him up. But yeah, no purple sectors, but up in the second intermediate sector timing line. Let's see where this puts Benavides, because he went quickest. He went 10th in that previous lap. Good lap.
Great result for Brad Benavides, the American driver.
To try and drop themselves out of the pack because there's so many cars, around 30 cars in 4.3 kilometres. The second shortest, I think, isn't it, the lap around in the 3 calendar?
The second short, but the quickest in terms of a lap time,
And the average speed is high around here as well. 195 kilometres an hour is the...
On the podium, Van Hoopen, and then Boyer, part of Aston Martin now.
I think my engine cover is loose.
That's not good for James Wharton, his second sequence.
Yeah, I think there's one bolt missing, but it's not too bad. I think I can drive it.
Good to hear that he can continue on. There you can see it, just on the right, our undoubted fastest man in qualifying this year so far. Every pole position he's grabbed, and he's grabbed a fair few. Get to the curb early, roll on the power, the track comes up to you on the exit quickly, stays within track limits. It's a purple middle sector. He's 2/10 up and he's still got 3 corners to go. If he can continue this run, this will be the fastest lap we've seen so far, but other drivers are fast behind at the moment.
Over the line, will it be the Aramco pole for Kamara? Provisional Leon, he's going quickly in the red and white Prima as well, and he's got a toe down that straight. We watch Noel Leon up now, P3 for Noel Leon. Nicholas Sullivan, Kamara currently 3/10 clear. Final corner, Stenchon has to improve here. Over the line goes the high-tech driver, he's gone P4, so made the crucial improvement. Ugachukwu into 3rd place. What a result that would be for the Prima driver. Mari Boyer was once 23rd. He's now 5th, and Nicholas Solov over the line, a 1:20.743, as though we saw him in 4th place earlier in the session. Can the American go and take a first pole position? He's gone to the front row.
Del Pino coming out of the last corner, good run out there. Where will Del Pino go? Improvement for Del Pino, up to 3rd position, his best of the year, but immediately beaten by Stromstead.
Winner, go and take a first pole position. It's been a difficult season. Oh, the Prima Racing team, no, he spun round. Ugachukwu gave it everything into the final corner, but Ugachukwu has lost the engine, it seems, and lost a chance to go and take pole position. Refires it again, but that's impeded the chances of his teammates.
All the way out to the curb on the exit, and then just a wobble. He carried a bit of brake through the middle of the last corner, and when the compression happened, with the rotation he had in the middle of the corner, it just brought the rear of the car around, and once that slide started, he did well to keep it out of the barrier, but lapped over. He'll be very, very disappointed.
760, Teofil Niall, the only other in driver, improving through the first sector, Piers.
Yeah, that's only a couple of hundred. Oh, I was about to say Kamara's only a couple of hundredths off the best sector in sector 1 that we've seen.
Second, Aramco, pole position for Nikola Solov. The Campos Racing driver takes pole position. We saw him at the front at Monaco.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Aston Motorsport YouTube channel. In today's video we just saw the F3 qualifying highlights for 2025 Austrian Grand Prix weekend. Solov taking first. I think he's looking strong, he's looking very strong. 3 or 4 years in F3, at least he's coming good now, you know. Red Bull have finally invested at the right time. Maybe he wasn't comfortable in the Alpine kind of like industry, but as soon as he switched to Red Bull, he's shown up. Is that the kind of academy talking, or is that the kind of growth that he's had with the experience in the sport? I mean, we're going to the European races now, where he's had a lot more experience than the guys like Kamara, who it's their first time in F3. Solov's raced here the last 2 years. Kamara hasn't. So I feel like Solov has the advantage kind of in the next couple of races at Silverstone as well, at Barcelona. Although Kamara did well at Barcelona too, though, and also at Monaco. Either way, I think it's been an interesting battle for the championship between Solov and Kamara. With other guys going well, we had Ugachukwu spinning at the last moment, coming 13th, which means he won't be on that reverse grid pole that everyone's covertly covets, you know. Benavides, another surprising factor for the AIX racing team. You had Callum Voisin going well. The 2 other premiers, Brando Badadua and Noel Leon, they both did okay. Got over those slumps from the prep session that they both had. So I think it's put us in line for quite an interesting race. We have kind of mixed up grid with Kamara starting mid-pack. That leaves him in a good position for both of the races, although I feel like anyone would want to start from pole for the feature race, because that's where all the points are. We might see Solov close the gap a bit towards Kamara by the end of this race weekend. My money's on Solov. Home Grand Prix. It's a German-speaking language in Austria. It's a Red Bull ring, and he's in the Red Bull Academy. So my money's on Solov. Who's your money on? If you like this video, please subscribe. We've got loads more videos coming. We have F2 qualifying later on today. We have F3 driver lineup predictions for 2026 on their way. We have driver comparisons across the teams. So the Premier team, the high-tech team, how well are those drivers doing against each other? That's all along the line. So please subscribe, ring the bell if you like these kind of videos. Thanks for watching. Peace.